One of the biggest questions I see posted on Facebook and questions we get is, I got breast-nosed babies fry in a cave. What do I do with them next? I'm going to show you an alternative way of what to do with them next. So in past videos, I've showed you how to use a breeder box and hang that on the edge of your aquarium and use your aquarium breeder box to keep the babies in. And that works great, but what if you can't do that? What if all your breeder boxes are full? What if you don't want to put more pressure on the water parameters in your tank? This is the tank that has fry in the log right now. It's a 20-gallon long and it has 4 plecos in it. With 4 plecos, this tank should be very easily maintained and not have a huge bio load on it. So I don't want the babies getting out loose in the tank. I want to keep them confined. Confining the babies to a tank like this, a little 5-gallon tank on our rack, with a little piece of driftwood and available food. This way they're easily able to still find their food, but you're not putting any more bio load on your main tank. This is the 5-gallon tank that we're going to move the babies to out of the breeding log. It has lots of algae on it, and that's a great first food for baby plecos. We'll also show you what other food to add to them. First step in this process is going to be to fill this bucket about half full of the breeding tank water where the babies are in. Next step is going to be take the log out of the cave, or sorry, out of the tank, and put it inside this bucket. Now the male is inside this cave and likely isn't going to come out. So we're just going to kind of pour and dip. And as you can see, the fry all start coming out. These are just short fin browns. They're nothing special. They're very good quality for short fin browns. But we do breed a lot of these still, and they're very popular ancestress for algae control, especially in tanks with fish that like to nip fins. You stick with a short fin variety. So I feel we have them all out of this cave. So I will simply take the cave with the male still in it and put it back in the tank and let him come out whenever he likes. I'll give this tank a nice big piece of zucchini today because he's going to be hungry, as he hasn't eaten much in the last couple weeks. Looks like we have about 40 very nice healthy fry. Their yolk sacs are pretty much gone. They've been rasping on wood using our wooden caves since they've been born, so they have been getting biofilm and wood particles in their diet already. Now we're going to move them up into their new tank. I did not video putting the baby fries into the tank out of the bucket because it's sometimes hard to manage with one hand using the camera with the other, but they're all in here and there's tons of food for them to eat. They'll have this tank cleaned up in no time. I let the tanks get dirty like this on purpose with algae, so they do have a first food. One of the other first foods they're gonna get is just a slice of raw zucchini on a fork. They love it. This is one of their absolute favorite foods. It lasts them all day. They have a constant food source. Another very simple food source is spirulina powder. You can put this right in the water. Take a little bit on your fingers like this. It's very potent food, very full of everything they need. You put it in the water, off your fingers, you'll see it turning the water green. That looks terrible, but all that spirulina powder is going to settle on the bottom, and the breast-nosed plecos can eat it very easy. It's very palatable for them at this stage, and it'll help give them the strength they need to get through this first week. I find this first week is the most critical. If you can't get good food to them in the first week, then they won't do well. So we follow these small steps, have a small cycled aquarium ready to go for them. You could put something like this underneath the fish tank, whatever. Not everybody has a fish rack. with available tanks, but this is probably one of the very best ways to rear your fry. And then when they're big enough, you put them in a big grow out tank like so. And you can rear them up to 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 2.5 inches, whatever size you like to sell them. I hope this helps you with raising your bristlenose plecos, and happy fish keeping.